Hey, you too. You too. This is
Shit, can you budge up a little bit?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Fuck. So this is your bench, huh?
Yep. A lot of decisions have been made at this place. It's a nice spot, you know, good place to contemplate. Looking in the water, you know, get that nice smell of the ocean. Plus, when the sun sets and the light, this little light post goes on, it's got quite the mood to it.
Good place to clear your head. I
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Got something going on right now, Nino?
Hey, Mr. Chavez, this is Sergeant Ramella Porter with the BCSO. How you doing today?
I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back?
Sure.
All right. What's it in regards to?
Is in regards to the court center, I just want to get some specifics so I can calculate the PD response if things do happen there.
Oh, I would talk to LSPD command.
Okay, no problem. I'll
Yep.
talk to LSPD command.
Yep, absolutely. I just don't want to like tell you something and then. Okay, wait. What's the context here?
The context here is that a government-owned building, a state-owned building? Because I asked the falconer and he said to call you just for like just for some more information.
I would work with LSPD High Command.
Okay, no problem. I'll work
that
with the
way.
High Command.
That way, you know, you guys are on the same page.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
I mean,
All right.
I was going to go through them. I just want to get your thought of it. Do you want us to treat it?
I've been trying to do my best not to like because if I tell you something and then they have some other story, you know what I mean? It's best that it goes top down. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Yep. No problem. No problem,
right.
Mr. Chavez. You have a wonderful day.
Anytime. You take care.
How about?
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know, always something new popping off. Fucking Romallo just gave me a call. He's like asking about the court center. I'm like, why the fuck were you asking me? You're not even in my goddamn county. I swear to God, sometimes I just want to do unforgivable things. You know, you ever get that?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! How did all that shit go down? You talked to how to go with the chief?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to update you on, just to keep you in the loop of things. Seems like a very serious guy. Seems like he's understanding, right?
Yeah.
Seems like me and him were on the same page when I spoke to him. He asked me about the details of everything that happened. I gave him every single detail, just for him to know. And he asked me what I would have done if I was in his position. What kind of accountability I'd see. I told him I'd either suspend the officers or fire them. It's not my place to say. Seems like he was looking for, I guess, perspective, advice. I don't know. But I think he took the information well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen.
Turner was put in place because the previous chief of police was more interested in hanging out with their friends than bringing accountability to the police department when they targeted and did nasty things to the civilian base. And Turner is very much about that. You know, he's by the book, but he holds the position of a chief, right? And he understands that his accountability comes back to the citizenry. So I can't say the same about the rest of law enforcement, but he's kind of that middle ground. You know what I mean? He knows what his job entails. So, yeah.
Well, he also said that we weren't going to get our money back, that he couldn't do anything about that. I believe
Yeah,
that's
that
what
would
the
be
ACR is
outside
for.
of that'd be outside of his purview. That would be a judge thing.
Yeah, I figured. That's when the ACR comes into effect, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Have you talked to Robin at all?
Nah, haven't been able to catch him. But I'll do that first thing.
Any FOIA, anything like that?
I don't think any FOIAs have come back. No, not. At least he hasn't told us yet, right? He's been out of town for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Where does is Speedy also running this? Like, is he doing his own thing with this? Because he told me he was got FOIAs with Gigi going or something, but I don't know if it's related, unrelated. I figure.
Yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
I don't think there's been any updates on it yet.
Okay.
Gotta wait for Robin to get back.
Yeah.
If he's doing it through Robin.
Where the fuck is that guy, anyways? I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, no idea. Came around for the shootout, but I'll send him an email. See if we can get him around. Yeah. Have you heard anything else? By the way, Jimbo called me that same day I met with Turner, and he said that oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get fired. Do you know anything about this whole Vespucci thing?
That's slimy as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I told him no.
I'm glad you called me about the Turner thing, right? Because I'll tell you how the PD works, and this is the biggest challenge, is they're a bunch of fucking children, and they're criminals, right? Many of them. And they do function off protecting their own, even if that means lying in court. And I know they have. It's just hard to prove it, right? Because cops can say they saw something and everyone's expected to take them by their word. What likely happened was Turner asked some questions and Jimbo's high command immediately went to go talk to him and tried to clean it up. The thing about Turner, though, is he ain't no pussy. You know what I mean? So you got that working for you. My guess is he knew some shit was probably going down, and he's trying to find it out. He's not a bad guy, Jimbo, but he's also hyper fucking brain dead and gets... This isn't the first time he's done shit like this before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I can imagine. Listen, none of this shit would have fucking happened in the first place if everybody on the fucking PD would have been on the same side. Some saying yes, some saying no. They shot themselves in the goddamn foot here.
Well, here's the argument, right? And because some of this was brought up previously, is in what I have heard, they may have been acting like it was all jokes. And they could be acting like this wasn't a big deal. And that they may be acting as though, like, they didn't want things to get this serious. The fact of the matter is that the cops arrived because he hit his emergency alarm. If it was all jokes, that alarm never would have gone off.
You better have it.
Saying after the fact, oh, you know, I'm not at fault, is just gaslighting to the max. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't serious, they wouldn't have hit that alarm like you said, and they wouldn't sign any warrants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I thought it was a joke too, until I heard, you know, only certain people got the fines as well, which is super weird. Like, they had me, but they didn't put me in cuffs and didn't take it any further. It's very strange.
My guess is since it was so close to tsunami, there was a lot of, you know, when you do something and then you regret the decision in the moment?
Yeah.
My guess is they may have been playing that like fine fence, you know what I mean? Like at this point, they've hit that button. Cops have come through. People are dead on the fucking ground. Now what? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's at the end of the day, right? Like, what's the worst that happens to these motherfuckers, right? What, they get suspended for a couple days? Oh, fucking woe is me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no one's gonna get permanently fired in this city, you know? Unless you do some fucking real dumb shit.
No. There's the shit I know, bro. It's been almost a month since Hades got magnumed, and nothing's come out of it.
No
It's crazy.
way.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Harry?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Never heard of that.
I love telling this story because this is how fucking cooked shit is. Ray Romanoff, and I'm listen, you know, however you might feel about the guy at this point, he's with his crew, Fleeka Bank, on Haywick, right? And they spice it up a little bit because the hostage is dying of hunger. And Cadet shows up, and they're like, no passage, or the free passage, no spikes, and we demand food for a hostage because he's like dying of hunger. But that's like, oh, we don't, it's just me. It's like, then go fucking, I don't have any food and it's just me. So he says, go get another cop then. So the cadet gets on radio, calls down this deputy called Bean. Bean comes through. They realize the message to him, and Bean is getting hyper aggro and talking about like making it seem like they're going to breach. Ray at this stage is like, what the fuck? And he tries to de-escalate himself. At this point, Bean, who's like a senior or something, has already called 78s. En route are a captain and a sergeant of the LSPD. The sergeant authorizes a breach over this, right? Police take the hostage. They let Ray and company get in the car, and then they open fire on the vehicle, killing them all.
Jesus.
I saw the FOIA report. Tony's working on it. And this dog shit sergeant and this dog shit captain took no accountability. When I went and talked to him about it, the captain had like brain injuries or something, responding over that course of a month, just saying, welcome. And then the fucking sergeant was only responding in like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's just criminals crying again. I couldn't even have like a humane conversation with them as the mayor about it. So I had to go to the chief and be like, you need to look into this. Your police force just mag dumped these people. And Ray was going to start doing ambushes on these guys, right? I had to stop that. And instead of them resolving it, they turned it into drama against me, saying I was against cops getting sick. They refused to give anyone any punishments, even a suspension, and they turned it against me like I'm protecting criminals. And so I fucking brought in Turner and tried to make some resolution. Didn't work, and you know, Rip Bozo, out with the old, in with the new. So trust me when I say this is not some new shit. It's a lot of these cops are just treated like they're like baby Jesus or something. You know what I mean? You know,
So this all happened under the previous chief, yeah? Under
Yeah.
Moss?
correct.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That's fucking brutal.
it was bad, man. With Turner, literally one phone call and I don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, where's the humanity? That's all I asked for. It's lucky you guys don't know how bad the DOJ is right now and fucking make your head spin.
Hey, what's up?
These people had the audacity to tell me 2 days ago all these new penal code charges that they're changing. They're doing it because the public can't have a voice because they're all felons and they're going to say no to it all. I'm like, who put you in charge in balancing San Andreas' economy? Who are you talking to make shit illegal? How do you become a judge when you get to prescribe the laws based on what your marshal, what one or two marshals tell you what to do? Like, what the fuck? Imagine one of those people presiding over your case. Last court case I went to, someone got found guilty because the DNA looked fresh. PD didn't even mention that fact. The judge themselves were like, oh, you know, I heard fresh DNA lasts for like an hour or something. Oh, it was Sab's case. Yeah. Fucking Sab's case. The DNA looked fucking fresh. Guilty. Fuck out of here.
Hey, Sab got fucked.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, he was the DNA fresh case. PD didn't even say a fucking word about how fresh the DNA was. They fucking self-evaluated that shit based on what they heard on the streets. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna kill them all.
Hey, what?
Oh, I'm just kidding. Of course not.
I mean, you could. You could, and they wouldn't expect it from you.
No.
Nice little bomb. They're all fucking gone.
What do you do about cops lying though? If a cop, you know, if a cop is supposed to tell, you know, to the court the truth and they start lying, like, cause I'm pretty sure PD, they don't have like dash cams, right? They don't do that shit.
No. In fact,
They should, to be honest.
I agree. It's worse than, if you think of, how do I put this? Back in the day, I think there was some semblance of cops being a little weaselly. You know what I mean? That maybe they didn't fully remember something, whatever, but it was like little weaselly
They told
shit.
the truth, right?
Yeah. Because they knew something bad would happen if they,
Exactly.
and it would probably still happen, but not like egregiously.
But if there's a long time with no repercussions to your actions, then,
No.
you know, why would you tell the fucking truth?
Right now, it's worse than ever. It took them 2 months, and this is the other reason Moss had to go. I want you to imagine this for a second. A lieutenant in the police force leaked names of investigators to the people that were getting charges pressed. They knew he leaked it. There was evidence he leaked it. The guy who was getting charged said the guy leaked it. 2 months it took them to fire this guy.
Fucking
2 months. And I'm not even, like, I don't even have, I like these people. It was fucking ADMC and McQuillan. I fuck with ADMC. We have a good relationship. But, like, imagine if you have a cop doing that. That's the same kind of cop that's going to put some fucking crack in your fucking pockets while he's arresting you. And then what? What do you do? Or say, you know, in the most convenient time, I positively ID'd Luciano DiCenzo in X and Y situation, even though they didn't. Even though they probably never met you in their life. You know what I mean? What do you do?
Text me tonight.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's
That's a
fucked.
mess. Then, you know, the cop goes up on the stand and says, you know, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth. And they you know, who's going to say now you're lying? You know,
Yeah.
That's like probably the easiest thing to prove, to be honest.
And then throw on the fact that most of the judges right now, minus like maybe Nathaniel Grayson, will literally be like, well, you know what? They probably did it because that's how San Andreas is. And we're going to add our own bullshit on top. Guilty. Done. It's, so I'm running for senator.
When's that all happening?
I don't know. I gotta get it passed through into the Constitution, but I'm actually genuinely going to be doing something like that over the next 2 months.
You're saying as well with this new chief, then there's a likelihood, you know, there could be some cops starting to get fired.
They have been. Yeah.
Oh, they have been already.
Mhm.
Damn.
He doesn't fuck around. He's so good. That's my guy, by the way. He's so good that the problem officers that were giving me trouble don't give me trouble anymore. You know, trying to harass me, you know what I mean?
Put him on a fucking leash. That's good.
Yeah, he's got that aura. You know what I mean? A big dick energy. So.
Yeah, I never met him. I don't really plan to either, to be honest.
He'll push for heavy charges if they're right, but he also makes sure that people don't, you know, he's here to protect and serve, not protect his own, like his PD, and that's it. So.
Well, looks like things are changing for the better, slowly, but hopefully, surely, eh?
I think so. I do think so. What? Hear about any of this raw oil shit?
Little bits and pieces. Well, what do you want to know?
I saw some terminal, and I was gonna fuck around with it, but I guess my question is it some like illicit shit or is it not? Or is it like unknown?
There's like two sides of it. You've got like, wait, which terminal are you talking about? The terminal up by their building, or the terminal that's been kind of like the one that was near on the train tracks, or the one by the gas company?
I've only seen the one on El Rancho, you know, down the ramp in the toll booth.
Yeah, yeah. That's
the
like,
second one.
That's the second one. That's like you need a floppy disk. You need to insert the floppy disk on that terminal.
Yep, one of these.
You got one?
Mm-hmm.
To sum it up, you know, people are hacking into what appears to be maybe like a Ron Oil dev server, and it starts to get like, you start going down this rabbit hole talking about.
Damn it! Thank you for 13 months.
At the what's that place called, Luciano? Humane Labs.
Humane Labs, yeah.
Amongst a whole bunch of other shit.
A lot of confidential shit. It seems like this Ron Oil stuff is like a facade, some big military operation or something.
It's
whole
really
cover-up.
weird, to be honest.
Really? So there's no semblance of like actual oil.
So that's the thing that I've asked about that too. That is, I think, that is still going to be happening because they got all the terminals up, like all the oil pumping, like back in the day. I think it's going to be a thing again. It's pretty interesting.
It's gotten to a point where we're kind of like a dead end in terms of not knowing what's next. You know what I mean?
But is it? Do you think it's illegal? Do you think it's like legal shit, or is it like unknown? Because from what I saw, it mostly looked like access to confidential files, but even then, it's like, well, what the fuck does it mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's, I don't know if there's like charges for kind of like cybercrime. I mean, it's probably definitely illegal accessing that shit. I mean, the loops you have to go through to hack into all that stuff too. There's no way. I mean, maybe it's legal because we don't have the fucking charges set up for it in Los Santos, but it's sketchy as hell.
Interesting.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of confidential files regarding extraterrestrials and shit. I don't know how that'd be relevant to law enforcement and all that, right? It seems like a government thing, but there's names that are dropped in there of people that are citizens of the state that could get fucked up if that information goes the wrong way. I don't know how though, because I don't think there's any laws for it yet.
What names come up? We had fucking like Jenny Hall, Ron and Alex.
Yeah, Alex, Ron, Jenny.
Yeah, and then the fucking MK guy was that Marcus Nye?
Marcus Keegan.
Marcus Keegan, yeah. But what's weird is I I did some digging. I tried to run these names down to City Hall, and they didn't even have profiles. So, fuck knows, really, who they are.
A lot of mystery around here.
Well, they allude to lots of tax evasion too, but I don't really know if that's illegal either. So, I'm not sure really.
Yeah. If you need any more information, though, you let us know. We're pretty deep into that.
Absolutely. I think my main interest is getting into the oil game, to be honest. Carve me out a nice slice of something that I can work on once I'm all done with things.
I've been looking at the stocks.
I heard Ron got dumpstered on Ron Oil.
Oh, it did get dumpstered on. I lost $10,000. Jesus fuck.
Jesus. Wait, was 10,000 per?
I don't know.
Fuck! I have a ton of Ron.
Wait, how much run do you have?
I have 2,000 Ron. I'm just fucking with you. No.
Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine though, like people that like bought shit like way the fuck a long time ago?
Yes.
So when's the next session? First thing tomorrow?
I mean, I bought shit for other stocks, and that shit's not changed at all. What influences that shit? Is it
Nothing. It's just bullshit, to be honest.
ah fuck?
You know what I will tell you though is that it's funny to me that no one really like stocks are like probably such a good way to launder, but I doubt too many people actually do it.
It's true. Yeah.
Just fucking
No
send
one's gonna be
everything
looking
via
into that
Ron.
stuff.
Like Wiz is always like at like $1. You lose 0.02%, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
I think it's always been like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So back in, so what is this, the 1st of February last year, the Flecker was worth 6K. It's now worth just under 14K. So like, I feel like some of them are doubled. The burger shots like tripled. So yeah, I mean, none of them have gone like stupid crazy, but I guess, you would have made money for sure, but fuck man, with the, there was no way I could just leave money in the stocks with how like trying to buy a fucking property and all that.
Yeah.
All that shit. I just have money just sitting there lying around. There was no way.
No
Like,
way.
When we came back to the city, times were so fucking tough.
Oh, remember when Speedy got like his fucking little bullshit car? Like that.
One of the first cars ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can't believe thinking back at it, like how amazing that seemed. And now everyone's got like a fucking cracked out whip.
And he was just skimming, like he was just taking receipts off people as a manager. So only reason he was able to get that money together.
Oh
you know,
my
for the
God.
average person, you'd been working like weeks to get that car. It's crazy.
That car's fucking legendary. He still has it to this day.
Yeah. I miss shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
It was the fucking best, and then kind of like then people started making a lot of fucking money real quick too.
when did people? I think it was Moonshine.
And that G6 shit, man, the fucking G6 shit got crazy.
Wait, what G6 shit?
The G6s were making bank off those big fucking trucks. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I had to knock down. G6 was cranking money out of the city.
And there was a couple people doing it like 24/7.
Yeah,
crazy with it.
Those G6s had like fucking supercars.
And houses.
Very quick. Yeah,
Well,
and houses.
Between us, most of my business came from Bench Guy, who was the top guy giving me all his money to start the mechanic shop. I think at the time he gave me like $400,000 or some shit. I don't remember exactly.
G6.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Bench Guy. He came to me. He wanted me to fucking He wanted to rob G6 from the inside. Wanted me to be like the fucking fake
Shut
hostage
up.
for it.
Brother,
Fucking
that's
psycho.
exactly what I wanted to do. That was actually me and Mickey talked. Fucking Mickey. Fucking, we talked about this like when we first started doing. She says, "This guy fucked off." They had these huge plans and everything.
Yeah, to like hit G6.
Yeah.
The problem is there was these fucking idiots who ruined the whole thing. I'm pretty sure like day one of the job, they were dumping bags down in the sewers or dumping bags like under the canals for their
You
friends.
fucking ex, you mean?
Like, I'm not kidding. Like they literally
Oh,
picked
I
up the
remember that.
bags and went straight
Yeah.
there and just dumped them, and then people would come and pick them up.
Yeah, it was
And
fucking.
they
it was
knew
fucking
about
X.
it.
It was fucking week
the
one. I was
dumbest
doing with
shit
him, and he
ever,
was
man.
like, "Yo, I know a way to make some money." I remember specifically, like he did some shit. I remember standing at the G6 and he came through. He's like, "What the fuck? I can't work here anymore." What the fuck? What'd you do? It was a guy. I remember there was a guy that was. It was before the sewer, wasn't it? There was a guy that was like in the train station.
Yeah, in the subway.
Yeah.
He was there, up by that clothing store. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they were just calling up their friends, going, yo, you got any bags for me? And they go, oh yeah, I got bags for you, buddy. Let me just go pick some up and drop them off for you. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, that shit was good. That entire shit was fucking good. It was like, because you didn't know anything about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even all this like rep shit, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to get from trucking? What are you going to get from this? Like, it was just, it was a good
When
time.
you big on the towing? When you like deep in towing?
Oh, he was. Yeah, I remember
Oh,
seeing you at the tow yard.
I
You
did
were
a
deep
lot
into
of tow.
Because there was that whole shit with like, those people. Who was that fucking guy who got the
Red.
it was fucking Donnie Jones got the fucking lockpick blueprint. Like
Oh.
Donnie was a tower psycho. Like, an
Yes.
absolute psycho.
No. Donnie didn't get it. Donnie was a second. He bought it from somebody.
Oh really? I thought
Yeah.
okay.
Brother, that turned into such shit because we had gotten it, right? And I was going to sell it to the company. And they made a whole deal, but they wanted to do some like hyper scammy shit. And I was like, get this shit out of here. Like, listen, simple trade. We got this fucking thing. You want to buy it or not? But I forgot what we did.
Do you know what that reminds me of too? Is the whole fucking repair shop thing, man. Like, because I was doing materials with Lang, and you wanted the problem was, man, we would wake up, we'd do sanitation for God knows how many hours, and like I remember Lang wanted to sell all the shit to Mushkins, and then there was like it was barely enough even for them, yellow and any other repair shop. That whole thing was so fucked. All these repair shops, and there was not enough materials.
Oh,
It's
brother,
fucking
no,
crazy.
I was getting mine from the guy that eventually joined the union. I forgot what his name was, like Arnold, Irish guy.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Yeah.
Him, Eve Summers, and then we had our own thing that we were cooking on the side. Where we got fucked, brother, we were making money off tow. We had 15 tow drivers doing roadside service, bringing customers down, all that. We were getting funding from G6 as their main repair guys. And we had a full system. I had fucking 60 employees, Harry. 60.
Jesus.
I went to the mayor, Max at the time, and I told him what's going on with the mechanic shit. He was like, man, no one's told me how all this shit works. But because of Juno, I don't know how you feel about her. Their Luciano was a while back.
Ugh.
Because of Juno and her beef with Eve, and because she convinced Max that Eve was like a shareholder or some shit, he said some like wild shit about me, like not telling him that Eve was involved or some like fucking brain dead shit, and he denied us a license permanently. So,
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. yeah.
Fucked up.
It was fucked. I mean, think about it. At that time, who ran a real, like, full business? Like, with all due respect, Mushkin was running out of Mosley's, right? It's free customers, right?
Yeah.
Vinny was scamming himself. but our shit was cooking. But after that happened, it was just, you know what I mean? And what the fuck's the point?
Oh,
But,
God, I remember they wanted to do like that fucking union. Was it not union? They wanted to like select people like from each trade and bring them in to like a table. Remember that fucking shit? What was
Oh.
that called? Their fucking table of all those fucking people. Oh, did they call it the council or something? It was a whole mess.
Didn't work.
I think it was a council. Yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
like
Like 10 people
council.
on it.
And they brought in all different people from the city, and they, you know, oh man, forget about all this shit, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck me.
I remember just having a fucking wrench, and then one fucking PD Glock came around the fucking streets. Everybody was all over it.
oh my
Good
God.
times.
One person with a gun in the sewers was a nightmare. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, people, yeah, because people started robbing cops, huh? Christ.
It was a good time. It was like, you ever play that game Rust? It was like everybody was like naked
It is-
with like with spears, you know.
No, bro, it is.
And
a
one
fucking
guy
good
found
time.
a Yushanka. You know?
It's such a good time. Apart from like the random odds, like why is it? It's such a good time for like
Not a Yushanka.
you have like a 99%
Ioka,
of people,
Ioka, yeah.
and you have the 1% of shitheads that, in my opinion, just go like the extra step too far, man, and it just fucking throws the whole thing in turmoil.
You mean
But,
like wiping the pockets and shit like that?
like you know, everyone's out there working, you know, normal hours. So, and then you have the one guy who's done it for 24 hours straight, 3 days in a row.
Oh, well that was the problem
Too
with
much,
Toe.
man. Too
Yeah.
much.
But that's
Taking it
actually
over the
why I
top,
gave
yeah.
up Toe, because in a way, right? Like I was already doing enough of it, you know, like a
already doing a
satisfactory
lot.
amount. And I remember like hearing that there was some people that were like 5x what I was. Oh, you know what it was? It's because what had happened was
Something went wrong, didn't it?
the first couple days of Toe, well, it was busted. So some people were getting like 5-10x and it already had like unlocked the world, right? So the boss kept their points, but then expanded the limit by like 5x. So they're already ahead. And it became like one of those things like, I can invest in this, but there'll be like 10 of these grinders ahead of me. Do I want to bother with that?
know it.
And I
With,
really
with
want
crowbars
to.
and shit.
Yeah, with the crowbars and shit, or whatever it might have been at the end. Because crowbar used to be the first on the list, and then it turned into a BP, but the BP would come into stock randomly at the start of the tsunami. So motherfuckers would like wake up at the, you know what I mean? Like put the knapsack at the end.
Jesus.
Yeah. I remember at the time I was trying to convince Max that they needed like a daily limit. You know what I mean? Like or like a weekly limit. And that's actually something I even tried to do when I became mayor. Is that all these jobs, they were great, but there should be like you can only work 40 hours a week or something, right? If you want to do 40 in 2 days for the week, fine. You know, if you want to split it up, fine. But you couldn't like you know, just endlessly print, because
Excuse me, the chief is calling me. For some
yeah.
reason.
Do your thing.
Chief Turner.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's why I told him, because I don't even know how the fuck I got that food booth. I think it's a stroke of luck, but we've had it long enough to a point where like it's just, you know, it's self. I mean, we probably shouldn't have kept it as long as we did. It's just, it gets selfish at a certain point, you know, when I don't understand how a system lets someone rent it out for a year, but they fucking go. It's,
Well,
that whole shit's just as cooked as anything else.
I think
That's why
these
we're
are,
glad to be rid of it, to be honest with you. 'cause
Hey.
they said we've had it long enough. It's time to give someone else a shot, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Christ.
I wish other people had that mindset too.
I mean,
So-
really, you know, it's...
that sushi place, I think it's been open 1 week in the last 52.
yeah, it's a joke.
Oh yeah. I would kill for that time again, to be honest. It was I think a lot of people don't forget how good the first 6 months were.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fucking amazing. For me, I really like. I think I checked out. Yeah, after like the 6 months, I checked the fuck out for quite a while, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first, oh man, coming back in the beginning, it was a fucking blast. Holy shit, so good.
Oh my god.
Just got news from Turner.
Hmm.
Officers were suspended. You weren't wrong. This motherfucker works quick.
Yep. I also don't gotta hound his ass, you know what I mean? And justify common sense. He's a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we just got to get our money back.
I think you can. Just make sure none of your people plead guilty.
Fuck. I don't know if they already have.
If they did, that makes it challenging. But you have a very good defense, which is self-defense. And the opportunity for case law.
You know, I've never been to court. Not like on the stand and whatnot. This is going to be interesting.
You've never been to court before?
Nah,
Jesus.
I don't think so. Maybe for like a bench trial, maybe at most. Back in the day, way back when. Not a court, not a court today. All right, one of few battles to fight, Harry. One of few, eh?
I mean, it's a shame it come to this. To be honest, like I said, I think it's like whoever pressed that button really fucked it up for because you know it was kind of it was pretty light hard up until that point. Not gonna lie, you know. It's kind of, but you know, when I find out that our guys have been hit with all those charges, I couldn't fucking believe it, to be honest. Especially when they gunned me down and didn't cuff me, like, cause I'm pretty like, it was a joke. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, as I got off fucking lightly, because like I said, they had every opportunity to cuff me and they didn't. So very strange. Whole thing really strange.
Wait, the fact that these guys got suspended, that helps us in this court case. Right?
100%, yeah.
It shows that they were in the wrong.
I think they'll settle for some, you know, I'm pretty sure they'd want to, you know, they'd want to just settle for the money, to be honest with you. So
Talking about millions here. Close to $1 million, I think.
yeah.
Over that.
Jesus, that makes my fucking stomach sing. $1 million?
Yeah, I mean, if there was 10 of us there and I got charged $90,000 for that, who knows the others?
That's not even bad. Like, considering, you know what I mean? Possessions, attempted murders. You know what I mean?
It would have been a lot more, but like I said, they didn't. They were like selective over who they cuffed, because I think they were all in different mindsets and they weren't on the same page.
Well, not surprisingly, right? Like, if you're just coming from the outside,
Yeah,
they
for
perceive
sure.
like, you know, people are shooting cops. It's like, you know.
They mistook my Glockatron for a Class 2. They pulled out all their ARs and went to town.
Oh my god.
We all just had pistols.
Jesus
It
fucking
was
Christ.
crazy.
Had a fucking
was a
attack dog and
bloodbath.
everything. I turned around and one of my
Had
guys is
attack
getting his
dog,
ass
yeah.
fucking ripping his face open and shit.
The thing is, I was the one, Nino, that opened fire first because they were just taking the piss. You know how Carmine gets, and they were just like blatantly like full speed running us over, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, Carmine?
He was.
Oh, right. It was Carmine,
yeah.
D, and
They just started
and
running
Jimbo.
us over.
bruh.
So I just started opening fire, and then it's just a shit show.
How long does
But
it?
I don't mind that. That's the thing. I don't mind if you know, like I said,
You remember that guy?
I didn't mind it up until that point because you know they were busy. They came down antagonizing us for real no reason. You know, I get it, it's Carmine, but then I can't just you know. You can't just see cops stand and run you over on purpose. I get an accident, but they were like full on like mowing us
That just
down.
fucking
It
blows
was
my
crazy.
mind. That just fucking. I don't even know. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm not a big fan of running people. That shit used to trigger the fuck out of me. You know what I mean?
Hey, girl.
Time and a place. Like, you know, if you're getting blasted at, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm running your ass over. But like, it's kind of like carrying. You know, you ever get carried and you're just like, yo, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
You lose your sense of like freedom, I guess, or whatever. All right, gentlemen, I gotta go get some rest. Think about some things. But
All right, Nino. It's good talking to you, huh?
yeah, likewise.
Good
It's a good
If you
chat.
need anything, let me know. Let us know.
Absolutely. All right.
You should you know find out if there's any crimes against like cyber shit, and if there isn't, you should.
There isn't.
You should get disguised up and put that floppy disk in that terminal.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, just looking like this. I'm the fucking mayor. That's my shit. I'm looking into. Listen, listen. Technically, I could argue that Ron Oil belongs to me right now, because I wrote the MOPEC law about 6 months ago, saying that Los Santos County is going to be doing fracking at that spot. So,
okay.
you know, I'm glad they're pumping my oil right now. We can talk business, and you know, as soon as I speak to the Rons, we'll see what happens next. Who knows? I
Finding
might
those
learn some
pockets, baby.
things. Yeah, exactly. All right, gentlemen. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Take care.
Take it easy.